Critella replaces Francois, who pitched the 6th inning. Mark Bolin gets the second pitch grounder off of McCann's bat and flips to Critella, covering first base for the first out here in the top of the 7th. 21-2, Salve Regina leads.
Now hitting for Curry, number 3, Joe Pacquiao.
Brings up a pinch hitter for the Colonels, Joe Pacheco. He's batting for the right fielder, McLean. McLean had 2 walks and reached on an error. Critella gets the comeback grounder, flips to Bolin covering. 2 outs here quickly in the 7th inning.
Now batting number 28, Tanner Gibbons.
The designated hitter, Tanner Gibbons, comes to the plate for the 4th time. He singled in the 1st inning, and then 2 flyouts. Now he singles here in the 7th inning.
Hey, we got two.
The Colonels now have had base runners in all 7 innings.
Number 4, Austin Santos.
Only 2 runs to show for it, and they've allowed 21. Left fielder Austin Santos bats, facing Gabe Critella. Some of it. So Critella has 2 strikes on Santos with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Gibbons is on first. Ball called. Santos checks his swing.
Hey now.
Now Critella has a 2-2 count on Santos with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. In the dirt. Stopped by Trammell, but the wild pitch will get Gibbons to second base.
Here you go, Gabe.
And a strikeout looking gets Santos for the final out of the game. Seahawks win 21-2.
The final score of the first
For the Colonels in the 7th inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. The Colonels had 2 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors. Seahawks had 21 runs on 19 hits, 1 error. We'll be back for a wrap-up after a short break. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island, the campus of Salve, Regina University. The sun is now shining after some rain in the middle innings. We still have temperatures at 50 degrees. Salve, Regina just completed game one with a 21-2 victory over Curry College. Losing pitcher was Carrasco. His record falls to 2-2. And the winning pitcher was Vin Roth. His record improves to 3-0 on the season. For the Seahawks, they had 21 runs on 19 hits, 1 error. For the Colonels, they had 2 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors. Dominic Tassano hit the only home run of the game, and it was the first home run of the season for the Seahawks. Nick Crivello had his second double of the season, and Tassano had his third double of the season in the game. Ryan Kelly had his second double of the season. For the Seahawks at the plate for their 19 hits. 2 hits from Ryan Kelly. He scored 3 runs, had an RBI. Alec Cusick was a pinch hitter. He was 1 for 1 with a single. Dan Donahue went 1 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBI. Dominic Tassano had 3 hits and 4 at-bats. He scored 4 runs and had 7 RBI on the game. Alex Trammell went in to replace Tassano at the plate, behind the plate I should say, and he did well catching Garrett Francois and Gabe Bertella, but his spot in the batting order did not come up to play. It was going to be the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 7th inning, but no chance for that happening with a 21-2 lead. Tyler Colby went 0 for 2 but had an RBI and a run scored. Sal Camella was 0 for 1. Joe Haley went 1 for 3 with a run scored. Tim Harris had a pinch hitting appearance, had a ground out in that pinch hitting appearance. Sean Becker reached base on his only plate appearance, and that was a walk. Ryan Sweener went 2 for 2 in the game with a run scored and 3 RBI. Corey Blankmeyer had a run scored. He walked in his 2 at-bats. Nicholas Delano, 2 for 5, 2 RBI and a run scored. Hunter Sleeper went 2 for 4 with an RBI and 4 runs scored. Starting first baseman Anthony Conti went 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored, and he had an RBI. And Mark Boland also had an RBI. He was 2 for 2 at the plate. Pitching for the Seahawks, Vin Roth started. He went 5 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, it was earned. Struck out 3. Garrett Francois struck out a batter. He gave up 2 hits and an earned run in his inning of work. Gabe Bertella worked the final inning and gave up 1 hit, struck out 1. No runs scored against Bertella. Carrasco, the losing starter, he went 1 of the 3rd innings, gave up 10 hits, 11 runs, 10 of those were earned. 1 walk, struck out 3. Most effective pitcher on the day for the, well, maybe not most effective pitcher, but Chris Smith struck out 4 Seahawks in his 2 2/3 innings of work. Ben Riordan was the most effective. He didn't allow a single run. In 2 innings, he gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, struck out 1 for the Colonels, who are now 5-7. 0-1 in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. Salve Regina improves to 9-3 on the season, and they are 1-0 in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. Game 2 will be coming up shortly. We're going to be ending this broadcast saying thank you to Carrie Halliburton and to Garfield Douglas for their assistance early on in the game. Now they're over at football practice, which I don't believe is at Gaudet, or maybe it is at Gaudet, following the women's lacrosse game there against Gordon College. Let me see if I can get you a quick score on women's lacrosse from today. We have a final in this game, 21-2, and then the next score to come across is a Salve Regina loss to Gordon College, 14-12. That game came at Gaudet College. Later on, the Seahawk men's lacrosse team takes its 7-0 record against Gordon College, and they'll be playing that game at Brown University, preceding a Brown PC men's lacrosse game at Stevenson Field. Join us again for some action here in Game 2. Thank you very much for joining this broadcast, and we look forward to having you join our second broadcast in Game 2, coming up in about 20 minutes or 15 minutes from now.
Next time I'll bring a bigger tray.